Kia ora. Hi Aries, this is your July Taroscope reading with me. We have changed the format. We're using the Morgan Greer cards this month, and we are laying 4 cards out, one for each week of the month, and then a clarifying card underneath. At the end of the reading there is an empowerment mantra card to utilize as well. So let's see what's in store for Aries for July 2016. Still shuffling, guys. Okay. The 6 of Cups, the Hermit, the 7 of Pentacles, and the 6 of Wands. These are the clarifying cards: the King of Pentacles, the 5 of Wands, the Emperor, and the Page of Pentacles. Let's take a little look. You have 2 major arcanas, 2 wands, 3 pentacles, and a cup. So possibly money. I've noticed quite a lot of the readings in July have money associated around them, whether or not it's just a financial time of the year or money is on people's minds. And I see a lot of yellow in your reading, especially these yellows here. They seem to be jumping out across the camera. So let's start with the top left one, which is the 6 of Cups. Always recognized as rather a nice card to get. Quite often it's the symbolization of going back to when you were younger and happy times and remembrance of a child. Also remembering to bring childlike fun and activity into your daily life. So this could be re-emerging with family, or going to family functions or school reunions. So oftentimes it's just like a really happy, bringing back those lovely childhood memory, fondness energies. Now the clarifying card underneath is the King of Pentacles, so this could be someone that you meet at this time, or that is has something to do with this particular energy that's coming in. The other thing with the 6 of Cups is it can be considered past lovers returning. So some of you may be reigniting with this King of Pentacles one way or another. And when I say lovers, it doesn't just have to be romantic lovers. It can just be past, as I say, people or friendships in your life who have been very dear and that you reconnect one way or another. So a really nice way to start your month of July off with this lovely warmth and golden energy. We come to the next weekend and we see the Hermit, one of the major arcanas. Now the Hermit is often about us as individuals going back or retreating within, and at sometimes quite a deep spiritual level, trying to sort of ascertain either something about our own lives or our belief systems, or where we want to be heading for the future. And it's interesting that he's looking here at this past energy card, so perhaps something from the past connects you with your desire to think about where you are heading in the future. Usually it can mean that you go off the radar for a while, so you might spend a bit of time alone and not be quite so social, but be refueling your body too in many ways. So it's kind of like it has a double whammy. It's a spiritual time of envelopment, but it's also like giving your body a recharge. Now the clarifying card for it down here is the 5 of Wands, and the 5 of Wands often has the feeling of lots of energy or people or stuff going on. So the two of them are quite opposite. It could be that this one here has driven you to wanting time out, or it could be that these other people are still they've given you ideas or thoughts or feelings that you need to reassess and take some time to sort out. It can indicate that there are quite a few suitors who are interested in you. So maybe from this going back to this past thing, you've come up with ideas, or you've re-met with people and there's a lot of activity going on and you just need some space to sort of sort it out. But the other thing with this 5 of Wands can sometimes mean, because that's the creative card, the Wands energy, if you are employed and in a place of work, sometimes there can be a little bit of competition or tension around your workspace, and this could also be an indicator of why you're wanting to quieten down or back off or rethink or re-strategize. So we come to the third week and we see the Seven of Pentacles. A really nice card. He is got that grounded earth energy. He's often outdoors. He's spending time with earth, you know, with plants and with the ground and soil and nature in particular. And he looks as though he's quite happy with where he has put his finances and possibly his investments as well. So it's a good card overall, and it bodes quite well. It tells us not to give up at this stage, to keep going along the path we're going, especially where our finances are concerned, and that we are still slowly gathering or, finessing our investments, or where you're choosing to place your money and how you do it, but that your dividends are reaping rewards, albeit slowly quite often. It's clarifying card. The Emperor is very much an Aries energy anyhow, so that it's come up for your reading, it could just be again re-amplifying the fact that you are doing okay, and that you've got your tenacity and your strength that you're putting into these areas of your life, which could be career or finances in that particular area. The other thing that it could be is that this person, someone like an Aries man, an older man, who could be a mentor or could be a financial advisor for you, your bank account person or the bank manager, or an investments account person. They could be on the scene and they could be offering you advice, or you might be speaking to them in some way to do with your financial sector. If we come to this card, the last week, we see the Six of Wands, and it is often known as the Victory card. So it's a nice way to finish the month. It has a feeling of success to it, and there's a degree of success when we see all these Pentacle cards as well, and they are the more stable of the Pentacle cards. Now, this success can often be attributed back to your career again, or your creative ideas. So for some of you who have been doing projects for a while, they might be coming to fruition and you may have had success with them. This could encompass areas such as exams, so you might be getting exam results that are paying dividends, or if you have had other projects, you might be uplifting new creative ideas in your life for new businesses, or even just personal creativity. These are generally at a time now where they are showing fruition and they have been noted to be successful, and they keep on moving and growing. It does pay with this card, the Victory card, to often acknowledge that there are others that may have helped you get to where you are, so that it may not have been a solo journey. So sometimes showing your appreciation to others at this point in time is really invaluable, because if there have been networks of people supporting you or giving you a hand or even ideas, they would just love to hear that, and in turn they'll be there for you as well. But if we don't acknowledge the helpers in life, sometimes they disappear behind us and they're not there. The confirmation one is this Page of Pentacles. So again, it feels, and he's looking back into the month as if it's things that have been going on for a while, which makes sense because we said it's come to a completion or success. And it does hold the Pentacles, so often this is the opportunity of a steadying around your finances, or a possible job proposition or opportunity, or an increment in money coming in, or maybe a pay rise of one sort or another. So overall, quite a nice reading there, Aries, and as I said in the beginning, there seemed to be some connection to finances and going back in the past. So it feels as though this reading is a little bit in a time warp. It's like there's some time thing going on. So anyhow, it's a nice thing to go back into the past to pick up those lovely flowy, happy energies. We can bring them back in with us. And as I said at the beginning, be childlike as well, and remember to encourage that happiness and gaiety and youthfulness in your life at an everyday level. So let's look into the last part of the reading. We'll move these cards aside and we will shuffle these ones. And since you guys, Aries, are the third and fourth month, I shall pick the fourth card down from the deck when we've finished shuffling. So these are all gemstones, and then they have a mantra on the back of them. One, two, three, four. Tabular quartz. Let's see what the message is. Do people listen when you speak? Do you feel like you are not being heard? Know exactly what you wish to communicate. Use telepathy to convey your message through visualization and imagination. Send mental pictures as you speak heart to heart and mind to mind. And I think maybe that was a little bit what the Hermit was trying to do when he had that 5 of Wands underneath. It was as if people were either talking too much to him and they weren't listening. So maybe it relates back to some of those feelings and thoughts. Let's see what the mantra is. Angel of Telepathy. When I speak, people listen and understand what I am expressing. I communicate from my heart to the heart of others. I easily visualize and send mental pictures of my ideas, visions, opinions, and other matters of importance as I speak. And I think that in a little bit kind of matches the victory card as well. So there you are, guys. That's quite a nice way to finish, and that's quite a powerful mantra too. So if any of you are having trouble with communication or wishing to get your point across, remember that the best way to do it is for the goodness of all, so that you say it so that everyone benefits from it one way or another. But use telepathy, because it does work and it's quite powerful. So anyhow, guys, I wish you a wonderful July ahead. Have a great, happy, sunny, safe one, and bring those childlike energies in and just enjoy. Catch you all in August. Ka kite anoa, much aroha, namaste.